Alright, hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. We're continuing on our basic combat system series here from Roblox. The first video, I do apologize, it was a bit long and kind of back and forth. I hope though you were able to get through it and you have yourself a neat little pea shooter. As you can see, it shoots, you know, it's good. So now the hard part is done. We can finally focus on the fun stuff. So let's get a block, anchor it. Okay, now when we shoot the block, we want it to do stuff. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to insert an object. We need to insert a script, and in that script we are going to say script parent dot touched. Alright, connect function, and the variable we're going to use is hit. Okay, if hit dot value, let's see, so now what we need to do is we need to go back into our function script and we need to say the string value's name is creator and the value is 3mm. So if hit dot creator dot value equals 3mm, right, equals the whatever we have there, then do some stuff. Okay, else, right? So if it doesn't have that, what do we want it to do? We can just tell it to wait, basically. So we can say script parent brick color equals brick color dot new, really red. So now when we shoot it, it should change color. Yeah, there we go. Now you notice I had to shoot it twice to get it to change the color. So that's that accuracy and that sort of stuff. Something that is I'm not, you know. See how many times I had to shoot it, right? Is it the thickness? I guess we don't need this part here. We just do that because it's giving me errors, right? You notice how it's giving me errors? It's saying, wait a minute. What if we said, yeah, just like that. I wonder how I can silence that. Those errors. I could try else if. Yeah, else if hit. No, we don't. This makes more sense. To me, that makes more sense. It should just wait. But it doesn't because it searches the name. So we could say if hit then yeah, you know what? Let's see. If hit then if hit dot maybe this will work. And else perhaps That's the same same error in a bigger way of writing it. Okay. Oh boy. Alright, we'll just leave it like that. So there you go, there you go. It's difficult because if people are... I'm sure there's a way to silence that. There, you see that? See how it didn't recognize it was hit? Now, what's going on here? Oh. We could just say print. I have been hit. Hey, there we go. Okay, so now if we're wondering, how do we get damage to the player now, okay? So, if the player comes in contact with a part named 3mm, we are going to take damage. The 3mm is the bullet type, right? So what we do is we'll take the shooter and we'll duplicate it, but we'll just rename it to hit part, and then it's still got the weld. You can make this bigger, smaller, whatever you want. I'm just making it large for the demonstration here. And he holds it so that hitbox actually is gonna have to go this way. I think. Let's see here. Start pack. Yeah, there we go. Right, you see that? That's the hitbox. Real easy concept. Okay. And then in here, we need this script, the touch script. Not in the shooter, in the hit part, we can go paste into, and then we can say hit script. And then we can say if hit.name oh no, we need to say if hit dot creator dot value equals 3mm. Then we need to say script. Let's see, dot parent. Find first child humanoid. Oh, is that right? Script of parent. Oh, I gotta look this up now. I gotta look this up now. So now we're just creating the hitbox, right? Oh, uh-oh. I opened the wrong instance. Oh, it must have been that. No. Oh, I'm silly. Gotta open from Roblox. So we have to search for the humanoid now, because what we're gonna do is we're gonna try and cast. we're going to try and cast damage to the player, right? So we need to find the humanoid. So I have the hitbox on here, okay? So what we need to do is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's right. I almost had it. Okay, script apparent. Got humanoid. Is that right? That's right. Humanoid.health equals. Oh, it was gonna give it to me. Ah, okay. Let's go minus 10. Okay, and then what we need to do is we need to change. Doesn't matter what the name of this is, but we need to go insert object. We need the string value. This needs to be creator. And then in here, we need to have the value as 3mm. That's the only way to make this work, okay? So we grab our gun. Oh, see, we were taking damage there. Now, what I don't really like about this system is it has to search the part for the value. So if we change, I was just sort of, if we change the name of this, let's see if there's another way we can make this work. Yeah, I would probably change this around because see, the issue we're running into, it's just going to give us so many errors when it's not the... If a part hits the part and it doesn't have this value inside it, it's just going to give us random errors. Whereas if we just tell it to hit a part with a given name, it won't give us any errors. It'll just function. Let me see if I can give this example. So in the hit script here, if we just said if hit.name, then, and then what we do is this here, we just change that. See, it's 3mm. Notice how it didn't give us any errors when it fell on the ground. There you go. And the hit script in here is giving us errors, but not there. So that's kind of the where it becomes hard to sort of, you know, control guns and ammo when you allow the player to do stuff like that. Otherwise, you have to... I wonder how else we could get this to work. And if you just name the bullet the player, then the script is going to find the player and it's going to delete the player from the workspace, as you saw what happened to me. And we don't want that. So handling damage and handling the weapon, but that's basically how that works. So we have our hitbox, we have our hit script. If we get hit by something named this, then it's going to deal damage. And then, of course, we would have, like, we would have to have one for, See how it's giving us errors? It should be giving us damage. I guess that's not gonna work either. Try that. And then it's in one function. Even that doesn't work either. All right. Well, it might have to be a separate. We could handle it in a separate script. We could if we duplicate this. No, I didn't want to disable it. So if we duplicate it and then one is hit the bullet and then one is like hit objects, right? And that will be important when we're for missiles and that sort of stuff when we're casting damage to missiles. So then all this has to get wiped from here because this is handling the bullet and then this. There we go, and then this is handling. All right, now let's try that. Why aren't... What is going on here? If hit.creator.name equals... Oh. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Value? Maybe, yeah, there we go. One is name and one is the value. Oh, there we go. Right, so that's how that works. So then what we do is we'll take the pistol now and we'll put it inside the starter pack. Oh, and then we have to make it so you can't drop it. So it can be dropped is false. Just like that, okay? So what I should try and do now is see if we can catch a ricochet from one of these bullets so you can see that it does damage. I know it did damage from the block. Let's see this. I guess we kind of confirm that. So what we'll do is we'll disable this script. All right, and then I'll walk into the object and just confirm that. Yeah, so it takes damage. So now the fun thing about this is that the weapon shoots, you know, pretty straight. So. Take damage. Oh, there we go. See, I took damage there. It backfired and hit the block. So that works. Okay, so now we've proven that the hitbox works. So now we can just make the hitbox transparent. Just like that. And then, of course, just make it maskless. All right. Now we have our weapon. So now what we need to do is we need to get some ammo. The easiest thing we can do is just make a box. There we go. Ammo. Now, of course, we're going to add a skin to it, a mesh, whatever. This is just basic stuff. Ammo, and then we'll go insert object. We need a proximity prompt, and we need to insert object code, a script. That's all we need. And then we just need to say, make a local button equals script dot parent dot proximity prompt. All right, we say button dot triggered connect function. Okay, and then we need to say, what do we want it to do? We want to say script dot parent dot parent. So right click, insert an object. We need to insert a tool, and we need to make the ammo inside the tool. So what we're doing is we're going to say, we're not going to query this or this, but we're going to search the player. So we need to go to the player, and then we need to say find first child, the pistol, and then we need to say dot handle dot ammo, right? Dot handle dot ammo dot value. I guess I should do that. I should say local ammo equals that. Now we can say ammo dot value equals ammo dot plus 9, because we're gonna have one bullet left in the gun, and we want to have a maximum of 10. So first, let's just check to see that that works. Now it's giving me an error because it can't find that. So we'll take this local here, cut it out, and we'll put the local inside the function. Just like that. And then now, it's not going to give me any errors because it won't run the code. So if I pick that up, can I pick it up? Not anchored, is it? No. So small. Here, let's put this inside the starter pack as well. Okay, what's going on here? Oh, this has to be named handle. My bad. This has to be named ammo, or else you can't pick it up. There we go. Okay, so now we have it in our hand. So we take our pistol, we load it. All right, let's script.parent.parent.parent. Oh, it's in the backpack. When you don't have it in your hand, it's in the backpack. So how far back do I need to go to get to the backpack? Let's find out. Player.backpack. And then just use the player in there. Okay, well that's pretty simple. So if we add player to the variable here, we can then say if player dot backpack, and when I say find first child pistol dot handle dot ammo, right? Dot pistol dot handle dot ammo is less than 2, then else. Now what we'll do here is we'll say there's the prompt, so we can change the action text on it. We can say button dot action text equals, and we can say gun loaded. And then here we can say load gun, load ammo, and then we can add sounds to it as well. So let's just check those couple of things, okay? Oops, pick up the ammo, it says load ammo. Compare instance to number, whoops. Ammo dot value. Gun loaded. Cool, so that worked. Now, it's still giving me that error where I can't find the handle. So what we need to do is we need to see player dot backpack dot pistol dot ammo dot value equals but in this case it'll be +9. Just like that. Because when you're holding the ammo in your hand, it's equipped. And the pistol will be in your backpack. That's how we're able to search it and find it. Then what we want to do is we want to destroy it. So we want to say script.parent.parent, remove, and then maybe we want to add some sound, like we have the gun reloading sound. So we could say player dot backpack dot pistol dot handle dot gun reload play, just like that. And then it can say button dot action text equals loaded. Perfect, just like that. So let's see how this is going to work now. So we'll pick up the ammo, load our weapon, drain it, get our ammo out. Ammo is not a valid member of. All right, one more time. Oh, there we go. And then if we look at the pistol, and we look at the handle, and we look at the ammo. Hey, we're back to 10. Cool. So that's that. That's how you make ammunition. So let's go over what we did. First thing we did is we created a hitbox on the player, on the weapon, and then we added 2 scripts. One script handles when we get hit by a bullet that a player fires, because it has a value that we can search. And the other handles when we get hit by an object with a certain name. That's going to work more for missiles. Missiles, the players will be able to fire, but it won't have the player's name. It'll just have a name, and that way you can do area damage. If 2 or 3 players are in an area and a missile strikes, it can do damage to all the players, right? Easy peasy, simple stuff. We're going to cover that. And yeah, then we created the our ammunition that allows us to reload our weapon. Easy peasy. So I guess the last thing we need to do, we can go in the toolbox and we could look for like a mesh. I don't know what, and we can just look up gun in the meshes. There's probably all kinds. Like there's one, right? And then you can shrink it down. Ooh, yeah. You know, whatever it is. What I was looking for, gun ammo, just to see if there's like a clip, or we could look at ammo clip. I'm sure there's just a bare one. That's kind of cool. Could be like a little pouch or something. You know, so that's up. Now it's just up to you, the individual, where you want to take it. So in the next video, what I'm going to cover is taking an NPC, and then when you shoot the NPC, you can interact with it, right? So when the NPC touches the player, it'll do damage to the player. It'll follow the player. It'll do that kind of stuff. So in the next step here, now that we have a weapon that we can fire, our next step is to add more interaction, right? We need more stuff to shoot at, basically. So we'll be adding in an NPC that's going to walk around, and we'll be able to shoot at it. And the NPC is going to aggress us based on whether we have our weapon out or not. So that's going to do it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, liking, and subscribing. And I will see you all in the next one.